Nonsense. What? Several months later? Did we all... Did it not work?
Yeah, I might believe you if you showed me a pair of Monogram Batiste Galligaskins.
More likely, you just say I stole them.
Dimwits.
Can I get you more of that hooch you praised so high yesterday?
Nah, gotta go. Promised I'd be at the huntsman's cottage at the crack of dawn.
Oh, aye, that's right. Rabbit hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Will always had a soft spot for me. He could sense I was a family man.
Something
A
ends,
man of
something
peace.
begins?
Good-natured, like himself. Would have never crossed his mind to disown me if it wasn't for that hag I call my sister.
What's the name again? Count Julian Alfonso de Witt?
Viscount Julian Alfred Pancrat Stilettenhove. Don't believe me? Just watch. You'll wipe that doubting leer off your face when we go visit my estates.
So this is several months after all that crap goes down. We're back in White Orchard. It looks snowy. Can't tell if that's the effects. I don't know. Right now I don't know what ending we got, really,
You just
right now.
invent this count bit. Quite the imagination for one who's sober.
Geralt will vouch for me. Tell him, I've always said I'm a count.
True. You have always said so.
Just nobody's bothered to verify it.
What's with this count business all of a sudden?
Well, when we finally leave this God's forsaken dunghole, I plan to reclaim my heritage, the titles and estates that are rightfully mine.
I really want to look up to see what's going on, but I'll just wait. We'll just keep going forward and we'll see what it says, or what happens.
Got plans for all these lands and titles?
I'll take possession of them. Of course, there's also the issue of progeny.
Is that so? Mean you finally found a lassie worthy of the great dandelion?
My dear friend and companion. Why, my heart belongs to the one and only Priscilla, known also as Calinetta.
Your heart might, true. But the rest of your anatomy?
I resent the insinuation, and hasten to remind you that you are talking to a count.
No need for the count to get riled. Rather, you told us how your beloved is.
Recovered, mostly. Even started singing again. Her voice is a little lower pitched, gravelly. Actually, sounds a little better. Thanks for helping back then, Geralt. Meant a lot. Really.
What are friends for? Give her my best.
Don't worry, I will. Give her a kiss, even. A bit from you, mostly from me.
I'm going rabbit hunting. Dandelion?
Glad to have some rabbit stew. But freezing my ass off to amass the ingredients did not sign up for that. I'll gather the herbs, spices. No stew is complete without some sun-drenched thyme and the aroma of rosemary.
Aye, the fields are covered with rosemary bloomin' like wild just before Yule, aren't they?
That's why I'll be gathering my herbs from the kitchen.
So long.
Hey, Dr. Zoltan?
Get out, pal.
No.
Geralt?
Okay, Something ends, something begins. My story began in Temeria near Vizima, with Geralt dreaming a dream of Yennefer, Ciri, and the Wild Hunt. It ends in Temeria as well, with winter in full force, a blanket of snow wrapping the earth tight, and the Witcher and his ward heading out to hunt rabbits. Huh. Okay.
Sad.
What was that stuff we drank yesterday, after the charred oak spirit?
My very own thrice distilled plum brandy. Everyone's talking on it, though I tapped the barrel just recent.
Likely to get more patrons now.
Truth be told, got my hands full with you lot. But I, place will likely fill up more come evening. I cannot work out why the old inn wife abandoned this tavern and moved to Ruststone.
So this is Definitely the epilogue. I'm pretty sure. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, good. Get out of there. Get out of there, please.
So long.
The stash is there. Okay.
Gotten cold.
Hey! Bloody hell! Ow! Plowing ear pits! Help me!
Greetings.
Faithful friend, catch the runaway horse. I guess I could call my horse.
Pam-param, pam-pam-param.
To think the nag would know me after all these years. They're smart, grow attached, a bit like people. Saw officers weep for their fallen mounts, though wailing women and crying babes didn't move them one bit.
Which side you fight for?
Like most, my own. Fought to stay alive.
Dying's all the same. Dirt and shite, be it under the Redanian Eagle or the Imperial Sun. No glory in it.
Been away long?
A year. Not quite. But it feels like more, let me tell you.
They force you to join?
Nah, I was eager to fight. Thought I'd bring home more than just the scars on my back. Did see a chunk of the world, though. Some mammoth battles, a few famous generals from afar, and lots of horsens. Didn't see the Emperor take Novigrad, but I don't regret it. Beautiful city. But I wonder what awaits me back home.
Glad to see the horse is in good hands.
The best. His owners. Do you miss me, Golden, huh? Do you miss me?
I'd say he did. Bolted off soon as he sensed you. Toppled anyone in his way.
Do you mark anyone calling after him? Ploughing in armpits or some such? But one man here curses so odd, my neighbour, Mirko. Gave him Golden to care for when I left. Or to go see him, must be worried. Here. Token of my appreciation for running after Golden, to see he was alright. Bark off the trees again.
Okay. So what does the map look like then? Bridge. Sawmill. Nilfgaardian Garrison, I remember that. Abandoned Village. Yeah, I guess this is all the same. Okay. Temerian Soldier. Huh. Okay. There's also a road sign here. We cannot take the road sign for some reason. Talk to the hunter. Okay. Is there going to be any more quests like that?
Master Witcher? Thought you'd clear the area of beasts your last time through.
Rabbit hunting this time around.
Ah, so that's it. Maybe you come round, visit us this eventide. Verka's baking a pie.
I don't know if...
As you will. You're always welcome.
Okay. There is a notice board that I cannot read.
In Foltest days, no griffin could fly around for long. King had called for the answer straight away. Tossing
I can't get that, apparently.
Like crickets. You chew 'em or swallow 'em whole.
I would chew them, probably, kid. But if you swallow them whole, they'll just live in your stomach. You'll feel them hopping around in your stomach. Okay. What is going on?
She's gone.
Mad she had to wait.
No, eager to roam the fields. Prepared the cover scents and oiled the jaw traps all by herself.
Make a good hunter, wouldn't she?
Nah, too impatient, that one. Probably snatching rabbits barehanded, putting them in the traps because they're too slow to step in themselves.
Where'd she go?
Not far. Over yonder.
Farewell.
Is it Ciri?
Good eye to you. Good eye.
There's only one she, man. There's only one she. Is it Ciri? I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Oh my god, it's Ciri. She lived. She freaking lived. Game. Why you do this to me?
Not up to hunting rabbits anymore?
Not really.
What now?
Nothing, just sitting, waiting for you. It's nice here.
I'll wait till you see Dol Blathanna in winter, and the Blue Mountains. We'll head east soon as the snow melts. Think we might have settled in a bit too much.
You promised to show me that griffin's nest before we left. Let's go now.
You actually interested?
Absolutely. You said it yourself. A royal griffin's a rare sight.
Not that rare. Venture to say we'll have to slay a couple more before we get back to Kaer Morhen. But if you want to see the nest, it's just up the hill.
Come.
Okay. Huh. Okay, so Ciri survived.
We were supposed to train today.
Well, okay.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow at sunup then. Work you hard like I did in the good old days. Probably been a while since anyone showed you just how much you still have to learn. Almost there.
So then she didn't join the lodge. But we still don't know what happened with that. Figure it out. And she didn't want to go with the Nilfgaardian Emperor, which is her dad. So... Uh-oh. Can I examine that? I want to examine this one. Yeah, that one right there. No, Geralt, stop.
Old tracks, but... Careful now.
This is no time for you to lecture me.
Ciri, wait. There's something in the...
We really don't need to play hare and hounds.
Forktail. Forktail. Ooh. Ouch. Ooh. Okay, Forktail.
What?
A hair faster. That's all it needed to be to rip your shoulder wide open.
But it wasn't, and it didn't. We killed it. What is this about?
You're angry, wanted to unload. But be that careless and next time.
Don't you understand? There won't be a next time.
Ciri, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, it's not a good time.
Wanna head back? Alright, enough. Let's go fishing.
Okay. Browns, orange.
We bring Dandelion a nice fat perch, and he just might forget about the rabbit stew.
Wow.
Shame he didn't come along. He could use a bit of exertion.
Huh.
Huh. Do you not like staying here, Ciri? Is that what it is? I don't know, man. Get mixed emotions.
Shouldn't be too thick here.
Uh-huh.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
How exactly do you plan to catch anything?
You'll see.
Go, 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 go. Lake.
I'll be damned.
Should we go?
No, no way. Lake's gotta be full of perch, bream, or pollard. Fresh pollard. Would you like that?
I wouldn't mind some, but do we plan to wait here until he leaves?
No. We'll scare him off.
How?
I'll improvise. Wait here.
Throw a bomb to scare the bear off. Actually, I haven't used bombs in forever. Oh.
Come on, show you something.
Something ends, something begins. Where'd that bear go? He like teleported out of here. Okay. Ciri, you coming or what? Gutted fish. Throw a bomb. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
An old witch's trick for tough winters. Not terribly subtle, but...
Effective.
Remember, don't ever do this.
Why show it to me at all, then?
Just in case. Never know what could happen on the path, what could save your life. Alright, let's go.
Who taught you that?
Vesemir. A long time ago.
How
Vesemir.
long?
Very. Back when I wanted to call myself Geralt Roger Eric Duote Belagarcy.
What?
Tell you about it tonight.
And about the time you broke your leg after wagering you'd jump off the roof of Kaer Morhen and land a horse's back?
How do you even know about that?
Eskel told me. But I want to hear you tell it. I'm certain you have a rational explanation. You never gave me piggyback rides at Kaer Morhen, remember? Vesemir was the only one willing.
Had to wait till now to remind me? You've put on some weight since Kaer Morhen. Hey. Ciri.
Serious time.
We should get back.
Let's get serious. Pretty sure that pun's been
Remember me
made.
training on the pendulum? How I feared I'd never manage, yet you forbade me from giving up. I was black and blue practically all the time. That pendulum was a nightmare.
How could I forget?
Those months at Kaer Morhen, they passed so quickly. I wish we'd spent more time together then.
Stuff happened. This is definitely... all the snow definitely makes this place look totally different than when I saw it when we first started the game. Like, I don't even remember this stuff. Very interesting that this epilogue is quite long, a little bit, actually. Not complaining, but it's interesting. Uh-oh, Nilfgaardian. Daddy's home. Geralt, I'm looking for my daughter, Ciri.
Almost managed to forget it was today. They're here for me, Geralt. I'm going to Nilfgaard, to Emhyr. I know you didn't expect this, but in Vizima, my father and I spoke for long. Argued, really, and parted. Then a messenger came with a letter. I didn't say anything at first because I wasn't sure, and then I realized I had to stop fleeing. I realized that if I wish to change anything, I cannot do so hunting monsters round forgotten villages. I must do so from there, from Nilfgaard.
Geralt's heartbroken right now.
You make this choice on your own?
If you mean to suggest Yennefer had anything to do with this, then the answer is no.
Great. She even know?
No. And I'd prefer she not get involved this time.
I'll let you tell her that. You could have told me, warned me.
I wanted to, but I didn't know how. I've been happy here. I was afraid I'd ruin it. I wanted to make every minute count.
So, back at the nest, I was about this. I didn't pry, didn't want to force you to tell me. Thought we had time. A lot more time. Is this what you want?
Yes. You'll not try to stop me. Take me to the Blue Mountains by force.
Traveled half the world to find you, but I never intended to force anything on you.
I know.
You'll be fine. You're a Witcher.
We needn't say goodbye.
Yeah, we do. No.
Of course we don't.
I don't know when we'll see each other again.
You know where to find me.
You can't possibly stay at Kaer Morhen all the time.
Makes no difference. You'll find me.
True.
Remember what I taught you. Never know. Could be useful there too.
I don't want your sword. No. Why? Why would you give me your sword? Eh. From one father to the next, basically. I'm stepdaddy, he's real daddy. Oh, Geralt's down there on the bottom, but my camera's probably blocking it. Okay. And that's how it ends, apparently.
Northern War ended. The invader from the south achieved complete victory. Robbed of Radovid's tactical genius, the Northern Realms could not withstand Ymir's countless legions. Black banners appeared over Novigrad and all Redania. Weary of rebel raids, Ymir Varemris conceded, restoring Temeria as a realm in liege to the Empire. When the guerrillas laid down their arms, the Emperor shifted his forces to other fronts. Through Nilfgaard's victory, Temerians got their country back, and history, once again, proved a consummate trickster. Having dealt with Radovid, Ymir of Varemris did the same with enemies domestic. The Emperor's loyal spies named all who had conspired against him, traitors, soldiers, and aristocrats alike. Though their mutiny had only been a murky plan, the Emperor showed no mercy, as was his wont. While the continent bled engulfed by war, Skellige bloomed under Ceres's enlightened rule. Unlike those who had come before her, the young queen did not raid foreign shores, looking instead to her people, tending to her land. The island-bound nation prospered, though its fangs of yore were dulled. After years in exile, Ciri returned to Nilfgaard, her paternal home, where Ymir prepared to name her his successor. The woman had the necessary qualities. From her father, she'd inherited an empress's political instincts. From Geralt, she had gained a sense of simple human decency. Few monarchs boast both traits, which is quite a shame. And what of Geralt, you might ask? Well, he continued on as before, living hand to mouth, job to job, on the road, ever coinless. We would meet at times over a glass of strong drink to talk about the old days and speculate what could have, would have, might have been.
And that's it. That's how it ends. I would really love to turn up this volume right now if I could. Really want to turn up the volume. Doing it. I'm gonna turn up the volume. It's currently at 60 something. We'll go up to 70. Make it a little bit louder for the stream. Not for me, but for the stream. So I guess we'll just sit here and watch the credits for a little bit. So it looks like they use the same backgrounds all the time, most of the time. I've already seen those already. Well, I don't know how long these credits are going to be, but if it's anything like Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, the credits were super duper long. They were like, they were at least like 20 minutes of credits. Yeah, I don't know whether I should talk over this or not. I guess I should. Music seems fine. It's not anything epic or anything. It's just music. Backgrounds are the same. So in our ending, Ciri ended up living and I guess surviving whatever she was doing with a White Frost. There was no romance because we messed up with Triss, and then I was not going to go for Yennefer just because she was mean. So, let's see what else. Geralt's still alive. I don't know what happened to the lodge. Ciri wanted to go to Nilfgaard. We saw Zoltan and Dandelion in the tavern there, so they're still around. And I guess the reason that they're in White Orchard is because it's Temeria, and that's where they were in the first game. They would rather live in Temeria because that's where they were living before it actually got all taken over in the war and stuff like that. So it only makes sense that we all go back to Temeria, I guess. But it seems like Nilfgaard pretty much took over the all the other places like Novigrad, and I haven't touched Skellige, but I'm happy with the choice that I made in Skellige. I definitely think she was a better choice for to run the throne, Cerys for sure. So I'm happy with that. I guess I'm kind of happy with how it ended. It sucks for Geralt that Ciri isn't sticking around with him. It definitely looked like he was looking forward to spending a lot of time with Ciri, but she had plans otherwise. But you know, I'm kind of happy with the choices I made. I wish there would have been somebody there with me at the end, whether it was Triss or Yennefer. Definitely wanted Triss, but wasn't a fan of how the way that it was all set up, in my opinion, for me. Of course, coming into it, people might have already had that choice already made up, but me, I was still on the ropes. I was not sure who I wanted to go with, and in the end, because of the choices that I made, Geralt ended up being alone. But I mean, and then Ciri abandoned him. Not really, but she left him, so he's basically on his own all over again, which kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. But overall, I think it was a good experience. Jesse Cox, Brooke Dodger, Leia Lawson. People that I know from JP's roleplay shows. I play D&D and Shadowrun. So I've known those people off of that, so that's cool that they were in this game. But we're just gonna keep letting their credits roll here. Boom. Do 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 do. So. I'm kind of curious to see what the other endings were. Is that something I can look up as the credits roll? I can. Okay, so that's what we'll do. As the credits roll. Enjoy your ending and epilogue missions. You don't need a walkthrough for. So let's go... How do you know what the good ending is? Keep going back. Elder Blood. Child of the Elder Blood. Spoiler warnings. No, not really much. Witcher 3 endings, I guess? How to get the best ending. Witcher 3 is riddled with consequential choices, all of which add up to a whopping 36 possible endgame states. Luckily, most of these are small variations of each other. There are, in fact, just 3 major endings. Okay. This guide is absolutely full of spoilers. Oh, so it shows all the states here. No matter what you do throughout the game, the epilogue mission is called Something Ends, Something Begins. The major differences between the 3 epilogues is Ciri's fate. Ciri's fate is determined by 7 factors. I'm not going to read them, but... There are 3 possible fates. Ciri dies. Oh, okay, alright. Oh. So that pretty much just X's out that crone in one of the endings, but that sounds terrible. That sounds like a terrible airing. Ciri lives and becomes a witcher. So the #1 thing was don't bring Ciri to the Emperor, and that's what we did. Ciri lives and becomes Empress. Is that the best ending? Ciri survives the encounter. She feels confident. Becomes Empress. She has met her biological father. And the epilogue. One last ramble, then a tearfully say goodbye for now. Ensure Nilfgaard wins the war. Okay. I think that was the best ending. I don't know. There's also other ending factors. Best ending, maybe? Best ending for Ciri. That is a lot of text that I'm not going to read. Official ending. I guess what we got was the best ending, I guess. Uh-oh, credits are done. Okay, let's get back to the game. In loving memory of Carolina something, because Polish names I can't say. Well, loving memory to you, ma'am. Uh-oh. What happens now? The story of Geralt of Rivia has come to a close. You can continue traveling the world in search of Witcher contracts and adventure, but everything will be as it was before the game's last chapter, and quests tied to the main storyline will no longer be available. Okay. So you can continue to play the game. Catch the runaway horse? We already did that. It said I failed something. I didn't fail this, I did all this. What are you talking about? So, it does give us the option to go back and play Gwent, I guess. I probably won't do that. Did we get anything in the inventory? No, nothing new. Where's Lambert at? I want to talk to him. He was just here, unless he's not here anymore. I think he would be out here. He wouldn't be anywhere else. Oh, let's go out through the front then. He's not over there. No. Let's make a new save. There's nothing that we can do. So it's basically as if we didn't do that entire quest line. But they give you the option to do whatever you want. Kaer Morhen all alone, man. Let's go down here and see something real quick. I want to go down to the front here. See if anybody's around. I don't think so. I guess no one's around here then. So now my question is there's 2 DLC that's coming out. There's one in October, and there's one in February, I believe. I wonder if those take place after the story, or if they, if it's just like extra missions that you do during the game, during the main story and stuff. Guess we'll end it on this note. Apparently I'm dropping frames. Hopefully that fixes there. That's terrible. Why am I dropping frames right now? Could you not drop frames, please? Well, we're done with it anyway. I hope the stream doesn't end, because that would suck. Great time to have issues, Cox. Thanks for that.